Election day, it's coming up tomorrow. Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump are making a blitz to battleground states.
Both candidates have put a strong focus on Pennsylvania. NBC's Jay Gray live in the Keystone State this morning with the latest from Bucks County. Good morning, Jay.
Hey, good morning, Danita. Good morning, Dave. And look, many think this election could be decided by just tens of thousands of votes across those swing states. Both campaigns have said the road to the White House will be next to impossible without a win here in Pennsylvania. The race for the White House now an all-out sprint with no clear leader. In the latest and last NBC News national poll ahead of Tuesday's vote, Vice President Harris and former President Trump each getting support from 49% of registered voters.
So we got to get our country straightened out or we're not going to have a country. All right, that's all.
Both closing out their campaigns in a half dozen or so swing states that could ultimately determine who wins the White House.
I see voters standing together to defend freedom. This moment in our nation has to be about so much more than partisan politics.
Gold and amber leaves frame the Pennsylvania countryside, but make no mistake, Bucks County, like so many in this state, is purple, split between Republicans and Democrats. The signs of how close the campaign is here are everywhere.
Yeah, I feel like from my lens, like the signage at least seems pretty split. Yeah, I would say that.
Along the sidelines of a youth soccer match, parents understand the role their community could play in the political game. Some unsure if they'll know the final score when the polls close tomorrow night.
No, I won't be staying up late Tuesday night. I don't think it'll be decided Tuesday night. I think we'll have to wait.
Officials in Pennsylvania warning the count could take days here. Yeah, and you know, another sign of just how important Pennsylvania could be, both candidates as well as several of their high-profile supporters will be at rallies across the state here today. Danita?
Jay, in your story, you say it could take days before they get the results. Why so long in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, it's interesting because here in Pennsylvania, as well as Wisconsin, they can't start counting the early votes, the mail-in ballots, or any of that until Election Day, 7 a.m. Election Day here in Pennsylvania. You may remember 4 years ago, it wasn't until the weekend that we knew a winner here. Joe Biden getting the votes he needed from Pennsylvania to secure his win and move to the White House. Look, what they're saying this year is they've got new equipment, new sorters. It should go much quicker. But still, it doesn't look like we'll know a winner here in Pennsylvania until perhaps a day or two after.
All right, Jay Gray reporting live for us this morning. Thank you, Jay.
Well, early voting is wrapped up here in Ohio, and the voters certainly turned out. Candace Hare joins us now live from the Cuyahoga County Board of Elections. Candace, how many people have cast their ballot?
Good morning, Dave. Well, I can tell you more than 2.4 million Ohioans have already cast their ballot. That's as of noon yesterday, according to the Secretary of State's website. So it's a number that's going to go up when new data comes through. But I want you to take a look at this. It's because of scenes like this, long lines around the Cuyahoga County Board of Elections office. That's why we've seen this number, this turnout number, be so high. And zeroing in here in Cuyahoga County, more than 60,000 early in-person votes were cast and upwards of 150,000 absentee ballots have been returned. Voters 3 News spoke with over the weekend told us the long lines weren't going to stop them from having their voice heard.
People understand, our citizens, all the citizens, we all understand that this is a very important election.
It's imperative that we all vote this year.
Now, if you have not yet voted, you can head over to our website, wkyc.com, and there you'll find a list of polling locations. Back to you.
All right, Candace Hare live for us this morning. We'll see you in just a little bit.